Hmm. Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We're going to talk Browns and Guardians, and we have some Cavs, and uh, we're going to do a featured player in sports as a new wrinkle. And I just want to, and we'll get to all that. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. It's an NFL one. Because we had a preseason game last week, we got one coming up this week. But here's a who scored the Eagles' only rushing touchdown in Super Bowl 52. In Super Bowl 52, I'll have the answer later on the podcast. Uh, well, the Browns won their are 2-0 in the preseason for the first time since 2021, as they won their second preseason game over the Philadelphia Eagles by the final score of 22-13 last Saturday. And this was, boy, what a game. Dylan Gabriel got the start. It was 13 of 18. Chris attempts, 143 yards, and then Tyler Huntley did come in for a few plays. 10 of 13, 71 yards, and Dylan Gabriel did throw one interception. Uh, but Pierre Strong really he got a big contribution. He contributed a lot. 13 carries, 89 yards, and 6.8 average, and uh, Dustin Hopkins was 1 for 1 on field goals, and uh, Semista 2 of 2 on field goals, and the defense really looked good in this game, but the offense needs to step it up a little bit. And Uh, but the Browns had 391 total yards, 199 passing yards, 132 rushing yards, 5.3 yards per play, 15 first downs, 9 of 16 third down efficiency, uh, 0.1 and fourth down efficiency, 63 total plays, excuse me, 3 sacks allowed, 3 punts, 6 of 36 penalties, 1 fumble, 1 interception thrown, fumble lost, and 1 interception thrown, and time of possession was 35.57. So, boy, but just what a uh, overall. But Dylan Gabriel caused that fumble, and he really first quarter was uh, Hamani Marshall had a 4 yard run and failed a 2 point pass from Corey Bajorez, but it was they scored 6-0, but missed a field goal. That was the only play in the first quarter. Second quarter, the Eagles scored their first touchdown of the game. Andrew Macabia interception return. So Jake Elliott had the kick, and it was good. 7-6 Philly. And then Dustin Hopkins kicked a 46-yard field goal. And it was 9-7 Browns that were up by 2, excuse me. And then the Eagles scored their second touchdown of the game. Uh, uh, Amias Smith 9 yard pass from Kyle McCord failed. 2 point rush. It was 13-9 Eagles. And then Andre and then Andre Samista kicked a 49-yard field goal. It was Browns are down by 1, 13-12. And then in the third quarter, and that's what's at halftime, 13-12. And in the third quarter, KJ Henry had a 40-yard interception return, and Andre Smith kicked a field goal that was interception return for a touchdown. And then Andre Simic kicked the field goal and kicked the extra point. It was 19-13 Eagles. And then in the fourth quarter, it was Andre Sismet with a 33-yard field goal, and it was 22-13, and that pretty much did it for the Browns and got the Browns to a win, and so Browns get the win, and they go to 2-0 in the preseason. The Eagles fall to 1-1, and the Browns will play the LA Rams this week in their final preseason game, the final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets underway. And that'll be a home game here in Cleveland. It will be here in. And it'll be at Huntington Bay Field, and it'll be a 1 o'clock start. And it will be either on ABC, CBS, or Fox or NFL Network. I think Channel 5 will pick it up. So we'll see. But you will be able to see the game. So, but I think it's either going to be Dylan Gabriel or Joe Flacco. So I think Flacco will play, but I think Gabriel will get some play time in as well. Uh, we'll get to the some more Browns news and get to the cat. Actually, well, I know they had a second preseason game, and Shador Sanders. Uh, uh, And the Browns have had a huge blow to their depth chart. And as you know, last week they have rookie quarterback Shador Sanders suffered an injury to his shoulder with an oblique strain. This will significantly impact their evaluation process, particularly their quarterback competition, which they have named one. It's come to an end. It wasn't known then how serious the his shoulder condition is, but it didn't take long before he was essentially ruled out against Philadelphia. Head coach Kevin Stefanski spoke after a second joint practice and elaborated on Shador's injury through, though but he is listed as day to day. Hopefully, we'll have him for the regular season. Uh, Now, Cleveland Browns rookie running back Quinshon Judkins won't face former misdemeanor criminal charges, a battery charge over an alleged domestic incident in South Florida last month. A spokesperson for Broward State Attorney's Office told ESPN on Thursday of last week. Prosecutors declined to pursue charges after reviewing police reports, body-worn camera videos, video surveillance photos, phone records, and the sworn statement of a woman he allegedly struck, according to a decline uh, memorandum obtained by ESPN. Judkins was arrested on a misdemeanor domestic violence battery charge in Fort Lauderdale on July 12th, according to the arrest report. The incident happened 5 days before the arrest, but was not reported until that day. We'll be back with I'm going to come back and reveal the Browns starting quarterback for week 1 in just a moment. We'll get to some Guardians news as well. But first, it's right now time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. Who scored the Eagles' only rushing touchdown in Super Bowl 52? And if you said Corey Clement, you are correct. Corey Clement is the player who scored the Eagles' only touchdown in that Super Bowl. I have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Now, the training camp quarterback competition, officially has a resolution as the Browns have announced named and named their starting quarterback for Week 1. And Joe Flacco will start at quarterback when the Browns open the regular season at home against the Cincinnati Bengals on September 7th. Flacco has used the off-season training camp and preseason to uh, to his advantage uh, in order to set himself up for success. He approached training camp like he has in years past, focused on his daily work and practice when he was out on the field taking reps. Whether in a 7-on-7 or 11-on-11 drill, he narrowed in on being the best version of himself. And September 7th, when the uh, football season gets underway, that will begin my 10th anniversary season of Scott Sports 101 be my season premiere with a brand new format and also a brand new backdrop as well. And new everything this year. And so please tune in for that on Sunday, September 7th. I'm looking forward to it. Right now, we're going to turn things over to the Guardians right now. And they're gonna get underway. And actually, they're underway right now. They got underway at 9:40. They're playing the Arizona Diamondbacks. The top of the second. It's scoreless right now, so we'll see how long this scoreless, how long we remain scoreless, and hopefully we can get the win tonight. But right now, we're going to look at the Major League scoreboard right now, and I'm going to give you some Major League. We'll do a Major League Baseball update. In the middle of the top of the 10th, it's in extra innings, and Detroit, the Houston Astros, and the Detroit Tigers are scoreless in extra innings, and it's a 1-0 count, 1 out with 1-0. It's top of the 10th. That means the Astros are batting. In the bottom of the 9th, the Orioles and the Red Sox are tied at 3 with 2 outs. Boston is batting. Excuse me, hoping to really come through and get the win and not have to go to extra innings. In the bottom of the 8th, the Atlanta Braves are clinging to a 1-run lead, 11-10 over the White Sox. They are batting. It's a 0-1 count, 2 outs. Top of the 2nd in Tampa, the Yankees are already shutting out the Tampa Bay Rays 5-0. It's a 3-2 count with 1 out, and the Yanks are batting. In the bottom of the 8th, the Athletics are beating Minnesota at Target Field in Minneapolis, 6-3. It's a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field are have a 2-run lead over the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1. In the bottom of the 6th, this is 0-1 count, 1 out. Top of the 5th, in Colorado, the Los Angeles Dodgers have a 5-run lead over the Colorado Rockies, 7-2. That's a 3-1 count, 1 out. And the Dodgers are batting. The top of the 2nd in LA, which the LA Angels of Anaheim and the Cincinnati Reds are tied. In the top of the 2nd, it's Reds are batting. It's a 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 1st in San Diego, the Giants and Padres are tied at 1. The Padres are batting. It's a 3-3 count. Actually, they have 2 outs now, but they just walked a guy. They just walked a batter. And in the middle of the 2nd, as I said, the the Guardians and Diamondbacks are scoreless. Here are some final scores. In the first game of a doubleheader, the Chicago Cubs beat the Milwaukee Brewers 6-4 at Wrigley Field. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-3. The St. Louis Cardinals beat the Miami Marlins today in Miami 7-4. The New York Mets beat they just whooped the Washington Nationals in Washington 8-1. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Seattle Mariners by 2, 6-4 in Philadelphia. And the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City beat the Texas Rangers 5-2. And that is your Major League scoreboard. Uh, and I want to go to some Guardians news. Uh, and former Florida State University pitcher Parker Messick was called up by the Guardians. The Guardians called him up. The Guardians are calling up former Florida State pitcher Parker Messick to make his major league debut against the Arizona Diamondbacks on Wednesday. The news was first reported by Guardians Perspective. Masick had an excellent season at Chipotle Columbus, posting a 3.47 ERA and over 98.2 innings in 20 starts. The lefty had struck out 119 batters, allowed 42 walks, and is holding opponents to 216 to a 216 batting average. And in his third season in the minors, after the Guardians took him off the second round of the 2022 MLB draft, he has 3.33 ERA over 354 innings with 420 strikeouts, and has had a dominant 3-year career in Tallahassee, posting a 3.10 ERA over 201 innings with 289 strikeouts before the Guardians took him with the number 54 pick in the draft. So he really has dominated, and hopefully he will do good with the he'll really do good with the Guardians, and hopefully he will. And we have a Denzel Ward. One more thing of Browns with the Denzel Ward injury update. The story for the Cleveland Browns over the last few seasons has mostly been about injuries and the ability to either overcome them or failing to do so. Even this year's quarterback competition won by Joe Flacco and backup quarterback competition has been marked by how injuries have impacted them. On Tuesday, quarterback Denzel Ward left practice early with an arm and upper body injury that could have created significant problems for the defense. With our quarterback Martin Emerson Jr. already lost for the season, losing Ward for a significant time would have greatly impacted the chance that the Browns defense could carry the Browns this season. Tuesday afternoon, we received an update on Ward's injury. While not out of the woods officially, it seems Cleveland is expecting good news with their top cornerback. Whoa. Ward started 16 games for the Browns in 2024, the most in his 7-year career, and led the NFL with 19 pass breakups, leading to another Pro Bowl season. The 28-year-old is under contract for 2 more seasons after this year after signing his extension to his rookie deal in 2022. Uh, and uh, and Yes, but the belief is he will be fine from his injury. So hopefully we will have him for the regular season or for week 2. We'll see. But his injury is not serious, and he is not out of the woods officially, but it's not serious. But hopefully he will be good to go for the regular season. So we shall see. Uh, uh, but we have the schedule for the Cavs. Uh, and we have the schedule for the Cavs. That is, they have their 3 preseason games. 4 of them, excuse me. That will be they'll play the Bulls in the preseason for the first 2, Wednesday, October 7th, and that'll be at home, and then in Chicago on uh, October 9th at 8 p.m. And the other one will be at 7. They'll play the Celtics in Boston on October 12th at 7. They will play the Pistons on uh, October 14th, their final one at 7 p.m., and that'll be at home. And then the regular season will kick off October 26th against the Knicks. And they have at least 24 primetime games in primetime. There will be a few daytime games. And there are also one. There also will be playing the New York Knicks on Christmas Day at 12 noon, and that is my birthday for me as well. So I was happy about that, but they're gonna have there will be a few day games, but a lot of primetime games this year. And hopefully we will be back in the playoffs again this year, and hopefully we will make a deeper run in the playoffs. But that's what I wanted to let you know. I wanted to give you the Cavs schedule. Uh, and I wanted to do I want to do a featured player since we now know that Joe Flacco is our quarterback, is going to be starting. I'm going to feature him this week. He has been he has played with us before. He has won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. He spent last season with the Colts, and he has put up some big numbers. And he saved our season a few years back, and we went to the playoffs. We had an early exit, and so he has really come through for us, and hopefully he'll put up some big numbers this year. But that's my featured player in sports this week, Joe Flacco, who is an NFL Browns great quarterback. But that's just about going to do it to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. And I'll be back later this week or this weekend or next week with another podcast. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.